Live theater is back. Oh, I'm so excited to have it back. It's one of my favorite things to enjoy: live music, live theater, storytelling, comedy, you name it, just that interaction that the audience has with those people on stage. It's a wonderful experience. I'm joined by Rebecca Benson. She is the co-artistic producer of TACTICS, that is Theater Artists Co-operative, the independent collective series, and we're going to be talking about the Blissful State of Surrender that is going to be in production at the Great Canadian Theatre Company. Rebecca, welcome to the show. And I mean, I'm sure you are probably even more excited than I am, but that's my first question. How excited are you to have back in person live productions here in Ottawa?
Oh, Derek, I can't tell you how excited I am. And I really appreciate your excitement too. It's just so great to hear that, there's people out there that are really looking forward to being back in the theater as much as I am.
Yeah,
And
and this has been a long process, right? This is what I guess probably a year, if not years, in the making. What have the challenges been like for this production, and for yourself, for the cast, and everybody working on it?
Well, for this production in particular, it's had a very long history of development. It was in 2018 that it first had its first public reading, and it's had many workshops since then. And Tactics supported a workshop of it in 2020 in April, which was right at the beginning of the pandemic. And we had hoped to present that workshop in person, a public reading of it, but of course we had to go online. And then wait a couple more years until it was ready till everything fell into place to do it in person. And even at the last moment when it was programmed in GCTC season and everything, we still hit another lockdown and we had to delay it. It was originally meant to start rehearsals on January 1st, and
Okay.
that was theaters were locked down at that time, and so we had to go through a lot of paperwork and phone calls to be able to push it back by 3 weeks. But that has happened, and we are opening next week.
Well, let's talk about some of the themes within this production and the plot itself. Tell us a little bit about Blissful State of Surrender.
Blissful State of Surrender is a beautiful play by Sunita Vejic, who is a poet and Bosnian Muslim. And I'd say that this play is really a love letter to the Bosnian refugee community in Ottawa and abroad. And it's one of those sort of classic living room dramas, a family drama where, just by happenstance, everybody has a secret, everybody has a crisis, and they all happen on the same night on a snowy evening when everybody's come together at the family home. And it's just a beautiful exploration of how people have discovered strength in adversity. It's an exploration of past trauma and PTSD faced in war-torn countries, and people who have survived those and gone on to change their entire lives by coming to a new country, and the challenges they face when their children raised in that new country have different ideas about how to live. And
Right.
as I said, Sunita is a poet, and not only is there great poetry in her language, but also in the moments that she has found of deep humanity and compassion and love.
Well, and I think people in Ottawa that love the theater probably recognized on that poster a couple of the cast members there, the two cast members. Let's talk about the cast because it's a wonderful cast.
Absolutely. As you said, Ottawa theater audiences will definitely recognize John Conskin, who is back to play this amazing part and who has done a number of amazing parts at GCTC in particular and other companies in town. Kate Smith also, and Danu Zavrik. And we have a new actor who's joined us from Toronto, Andrea Massoud, and also Danielle Savoie. And it's a lot of the company has been together for a long period of time. As I mentioned, this play has had a long history of workshops, and I think there are some actors that have been with it from the very beginning, even, or certainly for at least 3 or 4 years.
Tell everybody where they can get tickets and what are the dates?
Well, as I said, we open on the 24th of February, but previews start on February 22nd next week. You can get tickets
Okay.
at GCTC website, or there's a link from the Tactics website as well. And or you can even actually go down to the theater in person when the box office is open, if you want to go for a walk.
Imagine that, Rebecca. Rebecca, thank
I
you so
know,
much for
right?
joining us. Yeah, really appreciate your time. I should tell everybody at home as well that there's a great cultural exhibit in the lobby that you can see as well. It's very unique, very special. Thanks so much to Rebecca. We'll be right back after this.